If y'all got any questions, put them in the comments. All right, what up though, y'all? This is a What Up Though Tuesday. This is the makeup from September because I think I wasn't feeling good that day or something. Something was going on, so I apologize for that. But I am here. I'm also trying out this new camera I got until I update my MacBook because I've been on a financial sabbatical the last year and a half, which I'm proud of myself because I've been not eating out as much, cooking more, not traveling as much. I ain't really been nowhere for real this year. I think I only went out of the country twice, so it's progress. I'm gonna see my family, but I ain't seen them like I want to every quarter. But they know when I get in my grind mode, this is how it be. Like I'm probably not gonna even go to my homecoming, and people who are from Jackson State know how I am about homecoming. So for me to miss that, it's serious. Plus I'm in this class, so I ain't gonna really have time to do it. But yeah. So what up though? Happy Tuesday to y'all. Oh, do I got any church announcements? Oh, Real Estate Friday. So Real Estate Fridays last month was amazing. We had probably a good 80 to 100 people showed up, even though 150 signed up, which I figured everybody never shows up. But it was packed wall to wall. We had to turn the air on because a lot of people together draws heat. So it was dope. Shout out to Breck from Three Square and my homie Deshaun Wilson, also with Three Square and Duke Investments. They allowed us to have that there. I hope people learned a lot. It was amazing. We did a tour of the container home. It's a 2-family flat style container. It was the first one of its kind in the city of Detroit and the state of Michigan, and they were one of the first firms to bring container building to Michigan. So that means a lot of rules and regulations had to get changed as far as permitting and stuff because it was something new. So they basically did all of that. So I'm very excited. I was very excited. I'm glad that everybody showed up. It was packed. Everybody got their questions answered. Y'all followed rules. Y'all bought a chair. Everybody came with positive attitudes. My bad for not having food, y'all, but I did have water, so you had to stay hydrated. But yeah. And then Real Estate Fridays this month will be on I think it's October 25th. The topic is it's no topics. Actually, we doing the real estate speed date working because we try to do that one at least once a year. So it'll be that one. So bring your business cards, or if you fancy, got a little QR code. You can use the app called what's mine under? It's called Hi Hello. It's free. And there's some more apps out there too, but I prefer like that one. There's another one I used to use called Pop something, but I prefer that one. But bring a positive attitude. All we ask is that you spend at least $10 to $15 at the Detroit Pizza Bar, and let's get it popping. So today's topic is, hey, ask me anything. So anything you want to know about Detroit, about construction, about investing, about being a woman in this male-dominated field, anything of that sort. Today is your day to ask me. Also, anything that's a paragraph more than a sentence long, you have to put a donation. Y'all know the rules. Like nothing's free other than this information I give y'all. And speaking of free, some people be DMing me asking me so much stuff that I know I cover in a video, and it's to the point now where I provide so much free information, like so much to get investing in Detroit, to start investing in Detroit. And if you are not investing, that is really your fault because I know I provide enough information. So too bad, so sad. So hey, surprise, surprise, right? Surprise, surprise. What up, though Tuesday? And go Tigers! How about them Tigers? Lions and the Red Wings always been holding us down. They've been holding us down forever. They got the most rings out of everybody. They got like 7 cups or something like that. I asked my daddy. I know you know. But what else I want to talk to y'all about? I think that was it. So what questions y'all got? Anybody? If not, then I just wing it and pull up some wait, do I coach wholesaling? No, I don't really teach wholesaling because it's enough people out here teaching that. I mean, all the information is the same. Everybody just probably teach it different, but at the end of the day, it's the same. It's enough free information online how to get into wholesaling. Now, what I do suggest you pay for once you start wholesaling, you're trying to scale up and get to a certain level, then that's when I suggest you probably pay somebody that's doing it on the level that you want to where they can teach you how to scale and like really create a business around it. Do you do work here in Cleveland? I don't, but I know some people in Cleveland that do work down there. I'm only licensed in Michigan. I am thinking about getting licensed in Georgia. Well, I ain't gonna think about it. I'm gonna do it because Michigan is the only state that does not reciprocate with anybody. So all other 49 states reciprocate with somebody. Michigan is the only state that I'm aware of that does not reciprocate. So reciprocation means, hey, I'm licensed in Michigan, but I can also go do work in neighboring states like Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Pennsylvania, neighboring states. Michigan don't do that. But if I get licensed in Georgia, I think you can. Let me look it up. But I think it includes like Alabama, uh, maybe the Carolinas. Let me see. Builder's license in Georgia covers. Let me see. Reciprocates. Yeah, reciprocity is the proper term. So, in the state of Georgia, if you become licensed there, Georgia recognized general contractor license issued by other states. The reciprocity is available for residential basic contractors in Louisiana, Mississippi, and South Carolina. General contractors in Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, and Tennessee. So that's good. You get licensed in Georgia, it covers all them other states. And I'm pretty sure Alabama should be included in that. Alabama, like 100 miles from Atlanta. But yeah. So I got to see what I got to do for that test. You still got to pass their test if you was in them other states, their business and law exam, before you can get a reciprocal license. But Michigan don't reciprocate. Well, at least they didn't when I got my license, which was in 2012. So I'm about to see if Michigan. Let me Google if Michigan does now. I don't think so. Nope. Michigan does not hold reciprocal agreements with any other state. So nope, there goes that. I think they the only ones. Yep. So there goes that. All right. Questions. I already answered that. A couple of people also have answered me about mentoring in general. Now, when I am going to do a mentorship. It's only going to be 10 people. I'm going to charge $2,500. The catch is we're going to record every session, and then I'm going to use that later for my this course that I'm working on. So that'll be like a bonus part of it. But in my mentorship, I will include wholesaling, but it's going to be strictly investing in Detroit, uh, wholesaling, and mainly construction because I am a contractor first, and I think a lot of people be forgetting that. And I got to start back posting like projects and stuff because I've been focused more on like the commercial side and only doing my own personal projects because that's my ultimate goal. And then to start, building new construction and stuff. What else we got? Any over here? The bug was like, oh, that's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, people. I done been in some trifling houses, bro. Trifling people are nasty. Nasty. What about my taxes? I don't even care about taxes, man. As long as I don't owe. If I don't owe, I am perfectly happy. All right, so this was a good topic in Bridge Detroit I saw. And they were talking about are Detroiters paying the price for a growing downtown? I mean, that's part of your property taxes. So I don't know what else they mean by that. But I did see another article. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. This house on Seaburn by Parker just sold for $299, so that helps my comps. Appreciate you. Congratulations to that new homeowner. It was something I wanted to talk about. All right, here go one thing. The federal housing limbo. So that's basically Section 8 or the whole thing. So they saying that some people are becoming homeless due to this. Let me I can't share my screen. Present. There you go. All right. So this article is on Bridge Detroit. It said why Michigan's largest federal housing voucher program is frozen. So I think this is more for new people who are trying to apply to get on it on the wait list. That's what's taking so long. But it's probably because it's a lot of people who still need housing as far as the wait list. Because what I'm noticing is that, okay, I ain't got no problem with people increasing the rent, but I do have a problem with you increasing the rent and you're not updating the property. I don't personally think that's fair. Yes, the Section 8 chart might say 1,500 a month for a 3 bedroom one. Actually, I think it's more. I think the max like 1720 or 1750. But I think if I'm paying, I'm just looking at it for me personally. If I'm paying 17, well, you ain't even paying it. But if Section 8 paying it, I just still think the house should be updated. So the way I updated the big orange house, I ended up renting it because it didn't sell. Because by the time I finally got done with contractors disappearing and on me hearing the fire people and stuff, by the time I got done, it was October 2022. And at that point, that's when the interest rates went through the roof and people just stopped. They just stopped buying. So that really affected me. So this year I actually sat on it, and then this March of 2024 I went on and rented it. What made me rent that house was I got a DTE bill, and I was just mad. I was like, you know what? I'm not paying another motherfucking bill over here. I'm over it. And I listed it on Zillow, and I had an open house. I had like a good 20 plus people show up, and I ended up getting a Section 8 tenant out of that, which I am forever happy for. I love Section 8. It's the best. So now I'm like, you know what? Even though I rehabbed that house really, really nice because it was supposed to be a retail flip and I ended up renting it, I was like, going forward, I'm gonna rehab all my houses to either that level or right up under it. Like I use custom cabinets over there, so for the ones I end up keeping going forward, I will not use custom cabinets. I'll just use some Lowe's, Menards, or Home Depot cabinets because they just as fine. But I will still do that same level of quality of work. I will still use granite countertops. I still put appliances in there. I probably won't do a side by side refrigerator, but you will have a refrigerator. But I'm just saying, like, I'ma still do that nice level of rehab, and they gonna all look the same because I use the same materials on all my houses. Like I got a gray scale, I have a cream beige color scale, and I just use the same stuff. So as materials are left over, they can just go to the same house. If something get broke, I already got it in my garage or something like that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do the exact same thing on all my houses, and that guarantees. Well, I believe it a guarantee that my tenants will stay, and I'm gonna start putting central air in my projects, like all my houses. Like Big Orange is prep for central air, so I haven't put it over there yet. I'll probably do it over the winter because it'll be cheaper to purchase it in the winter. I'll probably just go on Facebook Marketplace because I done found a couple places on there that got. I think that house needs a 5 ton because it's that damn big, but everything's already there. The compressor, everything is just got to be installed. So I was like, I'm gonna start putting central air on my stuff. Once I do that, ain't nobody gonna leave. I know they're not gonna leave because they're not gonna get this level of house, this quality of a house, and that person is Section 8. They just not. All right, back to the article. As soon as I find it. There you go. So they saying Michigan largest distributor of housing vouchers hasn't pulled the name off its general wait list in nearly a year. That's the longest that the Michigan State Housing Development Authority, aka Michigan, has gone without selecting people to receive the federal funded housing subsidy that has helped to lift generations of Michiganders out of poverty. Most people on the wait list, the program is essentially on hold, and there are reports of similar circumstances in other parts of the country, including Maine and Oklahoma. Some 85,000 people remain on the wait list, that's a lot, for a coveted federal housing choice voucher, formerly known as Section 8. So they changed the name. So it's not called Section 8 anymore. It's called Housing Choice Voucher. Whatever it's called, as long as I'm paid. This can ease rent costs to just 30% of your income. The number of applicants on the wait list is slightly more than the population of Farmington Hills. Among those on the list are 5,000 who are unhoused. So this is probably creating a homeless problem. I believe is where this article is going or about to. The pause has lasted so long that Mitchell has stopped adding applicants to its wait list. That's just one agency. There are about 3,000 applicants on the wait list for the Detroit Housing Commission. Both have stopped issuing new housing subsidies. So about that, I don't think a lot of people are aware or that they know if your future tenant has a voucher from another neighboring city in Detroit. Could be Warren, Centerline, River Rouge, Inkster, whatever. They can use that same voucher in Detroit on your property. And I don't think a lot of people know that. They can. If they want your house and they got Section 8, it don't matter. As long as it's somewhere in the state of Michigan, you can use that same voucher on your house. I personally like the suburban housing program, Section 8 programs better because they're smaller than Detroit. So their response time, is a lot faster. So that's something that I noticed too. Do you know a good title company? Oh yeah, I only use Detroit Title and Escrow. They in Dearborn, they got a Detroit location too now. I work for the city and all of this real estate business is very interesting to me. Where would you recommend I start like ground level? What do you do for the city? Because as a city employee, you get half off on land bank houses. And I saw they sent out if you've been a city of Detroit resident, I think more than 3 or 5 years, you can get the half off program too. I gotta post that. Yeah, Emma, that's my dog. She the best of the best. She gonna look that house up. Most title companies only go back like 20, 30 years. Emma company go back to when that house got built and make sure that house changed hands correctly every single time, which covers you. So it might take them a little longer on that title search, but if they find something, they're gonna like, hey, this is what it's gonna cost for us to fix it, and they gonna get it popping. Especially with them tax houses and land bank. But to answer your question, um, I don't know if you really need classes or school. I mean, YouTube University is great. It'll get you to a certain point to where you probably will need coaching or mentorship. But I definitely suggest you start going to meetups. Like have free meetups, free classes. I have a lot of free information on my What Up Doe Friday show. So that's a good start. Hell, just start. Don't let fear get in your way. I think fear stops a lot of people, but I recommend that at least start with YouTube. You can start wholesaling first just to get your feet on the ground, and then that way you can know how to really value comps, how to kind of do rehab estimates, and know where to buy. And then once you start buying to invest, that wholesaling that really helps you because you know your numbers, and then you're already a wholesaler, so you know how to get the best deals. Hopefully, I answered your question. Dave, what up, though? I see you on here. I worked for a brokerage for 3 years. I only like working with her and her team. They the best, man. I'm a traffic sign mechanic. Oh, you make good money. See, that's them skills that pay the bills. What are the qualifications to work with Section 8? So every county or city is different, but the basis is you got to have the house got to be livable, number one. Um, the inspector comes out, they're going to tell you what needs to be corrected. If anything, then you fix that. So normally I do all my rehab or whatever, and then I let the inspector come out. If they fail me, okay, what I need to fix. But see, I'm different because I be sitting up here arguing with these inspectors because I know building code. How the hell you gonna tell me that this GSCI not grounded when the code say I can do this, I can do that, or I can tap off this one and tap off that one. But see, one thing I've learned is when I gut all my houses now, so by me doing that, that kind of eliminate all that. A lot of that stuff they can grandfather in because of the code, but I just gut it because you might as well, and then you ain't got to worry about no repairs and no maintenance. But that's the qualifications I know. Oh, also with Section 8, you can only fail an inspection up to 3 times before that person, I believe, can come back and use the voucher again for a year. So if you fail that third time, then that person can't rent that house from you. But I don't know if they fail, can anybody else come and rent, or does that mean the house is, completely off the list? So that I gotta find out. But I also think that's the problem with the waiting list too, because a lot of these houses are trash bucket juice and they are not up to city code. They just not. So that I think that's part of the problem too with Section 8, or probably just housing in general in the city. But yeah, that's just city state employees won't qualify. I'm not sure, but they sent me a notice to my house like a month ago, like a little postcard announcing the new program. I forgot what it's called. To where if you lived in the city more than 3 or 5 years, you too can use the land bank, program or whatever. Outside of that, what are the qualifications for the owner? The owner of what? The house? I'm confused. Um, let's see. Surprise, surprise. Yep. This new camera kind of dope because I noticed like on my videos when they repost with the Opus clips or whatever for Instagram, I noticed my videos was fuzzy, but my laptop is a 2019 MacBook, so I need a new one. So my camera guy told me, he's like, "Hey, just get this camera." And my SEO guy or ass guy, and this will work for you for now. So I noticed a difference not just by me looking at the camera, like, damn, this shit bright, and lighting, all that matters too, because I try to record in the conference room, but I'm in my office today, but it's all good. How do you get your tenants? So I get my tenants. One, I post my house on Zillow, which is free, and I like using Zillow because for people to apply for your house, they already got to go through Zillow's background check and application, which they pay them. So then you ain't got to worry about them paying you or you physically going to pay to be on the site and then charging them to come with the app fee or whatever. So they pay Zillow one time, then they can apply for multiple rentals. So I do like that. And then you look at the person application, you see what's on their background check. I try not to look at everybody's stuff because I don't want to give people false hope because they can tell when you viewed it and then you pick the tenant that way. What do I look at? Evictions, of course. I don't want no evictions, but it depends on when the eviction was. If it was like back in the day, like I ain't gonna say back in the day, but like during when the city was collapsing and going bankrupt, I kind of give you a pass because everybody money was messed up then. Everybody. So I give you a pass on that. And then it depends on what happened. But if it's recent eviction, like the last 5-10 years, you can go somewhere else. We're not gonna accept you. Felonies and stuff, I care, but I don't care. It depends on the felony. Now, if it's like credit card fraud, murder, or I'm sorry, I can't say that on here, unaliving people, stuff like that. I don't know if I agree with that, but I think people do deserve a second chance. So look at that too. And then when all else fails, pray on it. I pray on every decision I make. And I don't understand why people don't do that. I pray over everything. And my mama taught me that, God rest her soul. Pray over everything. If I feel a certain way about something and I sleep on it for a couple of days and I still feel the same way, that's my answer. Because your gut and your intuition is spot on every single time. And every time I don't follow it, stuff goes bad. So the last couple of years, I just pray on it, and that be what it be. So if you pray for that, pray on that tenant, pray over your property. Hopefully everything go right because so far everything been going good on Big Orange. Because I even told her I was like, look, I prayed that I get a good tenant, that everything works out. And her response was like, I ain't even mad at that, Asia, because I prayed for a good landlord because I done had some slumlords. So we on the same page. But me and her having a good relationship. She done told her other friends and family about me. So they like, hey, Asia, whenever you get another property, let us know first. Don't even post it. Cool. Give me some time. I need to make some more money. I got 4 doors sitting ready to be rehab. So once them 4 get rehab, hopefully I can have a family. Big mom and them on this side and little mama and junior on the other side. I'm perfectly fine with that. If all of y'all have Section 8, I have no problem with that. All right, what's next? How do I vet? Oh, vet my tenants. Same thing with Zillow. It's hot in here. Let me see. Other questions. All right, so that's that article, and I'm gonna post it in the comments if y'all want to go back and read it. Oh, but before I press live, I was telling people about skills. So it's a certification called BPI certification that I highly recommend people go get if you're looking to make some good money with the company or start your own company. As long as you can pay for the insurances that does that, and then you bid yourself out to different cities. Like the city of Pontiac is looking for people. The program I am with DTE, I believe I could do it with them too. I'm not sure. Or any utility company, insert yourself here, or just I guess put some ass out maybe. But the pay is the minimum $500 to $1,000 at least in Wayne County, Oakland, Macomb. I don't know about nowhere else, but that's the pay. So I lost my train of thought. Oh, so the pay is $500 to $1,000, right? So I figure I'm gonna come in the middle at $750 because I'm not no greedy person. Yeah, I could charge $1,000, but I look at volume and I'm my own, entity. So if I can go see 2 houses a day, that's $1,500 a day. I'll work Monday through Saturday. I don't care. That's a whole lot of money, right? And then I'll still charge that, and then I can start hiring people. I'm gonna pay $40 an hour because I want the best of the best. I want a person that ain't gonna come in nobody's house smelling like a pound of weed or a pack of nicotine. I don't want you over there acting a fool because you represent my company. I'm gonna get company shirts and everything so people can wear so we can look professional. The magnets to put on your car so you'll be an independent contractor. So that way you can write off all your stuff. And I'll teach that person that too. Like I ain't got no problem with that. Like, look, make sure you keep track of your mileage, this, that, and the other. This is the app I use. You can pay for it or find your own app. But I'll pay you $45 an hour. Who's gonna turn that down? I wouldn't. I was making $45 as a highway engineer 10 years ago. Who is turning $40 an hour down, especially in today's economy? And then the better you work, the faster you work, the better your paperwork is, to where I don't have to keep going over your paperwork to correct it. I ain't got no problem giving you a raise, because if you do great work, that makes my company look good, which makes you look good, which makes us both make more money. But certification is called BPI certification. I don't know what it stands for, but we're gonna look it up while we on here, and I'll post it in the comments after I post this article. But the class you're gonna pay for now, it's like $3,000 to $4,000. But once you get this certification, it's good not only in Michigan, it is good across all 50 states, because energy efficiency is everywhere. Now I think it's better that you do cold climate areas, because in the south it's just hot. What other energy efficiency do they need? But here we got hot, cold, warm, lukewarm, whatever. So that's that. Let me pull this up. And the school that I know that does it's called HVACU. Is here in Southfield, Michigan. And I know they charge $3,500, but you have to go on their website to see when their next class is. So a BPI certification means that a product has gone through a rigorous testing process that has been confirmed to meet the compostable standards of the organization. That's not the one I'm looking for. That is compost. Maybe this is Building Performance Institute. It's some stuff on YouTube about it. And as I learn more about it, I present it to y'all. I start my class actually next week. What will employees be doing? So the people who have that certification, once I get certified, me, myself, and my company, you will be going into these homes in Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb County doing energy efficiency audits. So I have a contract to where we go in houses and we do the actual work. So then I could double dip. So now I can get a check on the audit side and on the performance side. So that's 2 checks that I can get. All right, let me see. BPI service. I think it's called HVACU. What is this company called? Air Doctors. But I think I'm gonna have Brandon text me the exact link, and I will see. There it go. It popped up. So HVACU, they're in Southfield. You can apply for admission. Y'all can tell them I sent you. And if you did fill it out, shoot me a DM or email, and I'll let Brand know so he can go and pull it, because I know the owner. That's my dog. But they got all type of classes. Learn how to be an HVAC tech. They got apprenticeship training. And I'm getting into this as well. My girl Kelly, she helping me with this too. She connected me to the Department of Labor, to the point once I start hiring employees, then I can start getting grants to pay for my employees to like go take these certifications. But we gonna have to have some type of agreement, so once you get it, you can't leave for like 3-4 years, because I'd be damn if I go through all that to get y'all certified and then y'all leave. I think not. Absolutely not. All right, so this is called the BPI certification. This is his. I'm about to post it in the comments. You got to give me a referral code, because I'm about to send everybody there. All right, what other questions we got? Tap you in. I'm telling you, just look it up. BPI certification. B as in boy, P as in fall, I as in Ivan. You've got to answer my question. I'm sorry, what was your question? Oh, the qualifications for the owner. You gotta be direct and precise with me, because that's kind of broad. I answered that. What would your employees be doing? So this is the website, HVACU. And then also another place to look up is called Walker Miller Energy. I don't, because they the ones who teaching us our class, but I don't know if they have other stuff. I gotta find out. I can find out. But yeah, they got an email list. They on social media, and I guess go from there. So that's that. All right, it was another article. Oh, the Renaissance. So they talking about demo in the Renaissance Center. I hope that don't happen. But the city of Detroit did say that they are consider moving some of the city offices to the Renaissance, which I hope they do, because that'll stop this demo they talking about. You cannot tear down the Renaissance Center, dog. Like, that is a Michigan / Detroit, Michigan icon. Like, You just can't tear it down. I can see maybe tearing down some of the towers, but all of them, y'all tripping. Do not agree. Do not recommend. No. What else? What are the qualifications to get approved with Section 8 for the owner? Are there any requirements? I did answer that. So the requirement is your house need to be livable, habitable. Once the tenant, you can either, so it's two ways you could do it. You can either send your house to, let's say for Detroit, I think it's God, what's it called? Detroit HUD, because it's on Jefferson. God, what's the name of that building? On Jefferson. Detroit Housing Commission. That's the name of it. So you can post your property on there, but I don't do that. Let me share this screen. So it's called dacmi.org. This is for the city of Detroit. But remember earlier I said you can have your house with anybody. So what I like to do is once I get a tenant from, let's say, Warren's Housing Commission, now I'm gonna build a relationship with whoever that officer is, and then whenever they have properties or they do an open house, they're gonna ask me like, "Hey, Edge, do you have any properties or a flyer?" Yes, I do. I send it to them, and then they email it out or print it out or whatever they do at the meeting. Oh, you gotta call them, but the one I know is like $3,500. So you might have to send them an email, or I can find out and ask. You know what I do, y'all? I asked Brian to come on here, and y'all can ask him all the questions y'all want. But back to this. So, Detroit Housing Commission, as a landlord, they do have a portal for landlords. You can, let's see, let's go through it. They got the packet on here. I might have a login. I ain't been on here in so long. Let's look at packets and forms. So in the packet includes your direct deposit, so they can pay you. Some still send you a check. Like City of Southfield was still sending me checks up until the end of last year. They got a landlord guidebook, a change of address form if you need to get your address changed to send stuff, tenancy approval, the actual contract change request. So I can explain how I do it. So when the tenant come to me and they say, "Hey, Asia, I got Section 8," they give me their application. I fill out my portion, they fill out their portion, and then they give me whoever their contact person or social worker is, and then I email them the application, whatever. In that application package, of course, your name or business name, your direct deposit form. I always attach a copy of the check or just screenshot my account information in my Chase portal. What else they ask for? You got it for Detroit. You got to have a certificate of acceptance, not acceptance. The rental certificate showing that your house passed inspection. You got to show that it's passed or it's in the process of passing. Like you just got to apply for it. But the tenant cannot move in until you get the actual approval letter. Once you get that, then the tenant can move in. The security deposit is paid by the tenant. Technically, by law, you cannot ask for more than 1.5 times rent in the state of Michigan. You can Google this and find this out. So a lot of these places where they want y'all to have 2 and 3 times the rent, I don't know how they're getting away with that because technically that's illegal, and technically you could probably fight that because you can pull that up right on Mr. website. So you do that. So then once they do all that, they get that approved. Then you're gonna schedule an inspection with the person who's gonna come out and look at it. If you fail, then you gotta do all the repairs, and then they either come back out or sometimes they just say send me pictures. They pass. Once the house passes inspection, the tenant can move in that day. You also gotta send a copy of the lease. So if there's anything on there that Section 8 does not agree with, then y'all go back and forth with that, change that. You sign it, the tenant sign it. You also have to have the tenant fill out the EPA booklet that informs them about lead paint or whatever. I go to all my houses who ain't got to worry about lead paint, and we paint whatever's outside. If something peeling or chip, we scrape and paint that. Or I'm gonna cover it with some good old vinyl siding or some aluminum. Like as far as the soffit and the fascia, we just gonna go on with some aluminum and call it a day. Now, if you want to budget, then paint it, and then later on do the aluminum. Let me put that in the comments too. This website. As soon as I find it. There you go. And that's pretty much it. So I hope that answers your question. Who regulates or oversees the Detroit Land Bank? The Detroit Land Bank. That's all I know. But those are requirements that I'm aware of as far as for the Section 8 property. Now, of course, you got to own the house, and you also got to submit a copy of the deed. Now, it can't just be a copy of the deed. It got to be the deed that's been recorded with the city, well, with the county. They got the little stamp at the top that shows when it was recorded, who signed off on it, blah, blah, split. You're welcome. And then when I do my course or whatever, I'll make sure I go more in detail about Section 8 and stuff like that. I think I did. I just got to start recording it. My plan is to drop my course by Black Friday, so it was really supposed to be by the end of this month, but I gotta just come up here and start recording. But now I got this camera situation good because I didn't want to be charging all that money and my camera was blurry. I just don't think that's right. Good looking out anytime. But for those that are on Instagram, I put the Section 8 commission stuff on in the comments and the HVAC. But I am gonna talk to the owner of Air Doctors or his partner Melissa and see which one of them will want to come on here. I think that'd be a good topic. Maybe we do it probably first of the year because I'm sure their rules and stuff probably change every year, and by the end, I think that'd be better. What does your course consist of? So my first course gonna be on just investing in Detroit. I had some courses up, but they were outdated, so I took everything down and I'm redoing everything. So the course probably gonna be like 1497, 1500, something like that. And then that's gonna be just on strictly investing in Detroit. And then my next course, I don't know yet, but I kind of know, but I don't want to say it because I don't like speaking things without starting to do it. But I'm actually the course that for Detroit is actually done. I just gotta put it in my little AR software to make it nice and pretty, and then break it up into like the modulars, so then I can start recording. And then I gotta make sure it's on an office day where ain't nobody up here, so it probably have to be during the week. So a lot of kinks to work out. But that's what's gonna be on. What else I wanted to talk to y'all about? Oh, 10 Detroit neighborhoods are getting $40 million. I don't know if that's 4 million per neighborhood or 40 million per neighborhood. And I meant to post this to the page too. So let me send this to myself. Share screen. Let me stop sharing for a second. I need to send myself something. All right, we're going to post from there. All right, so 10 Detroit neighborhoods. So this is called the Strategic Neighborhood Fund. This article is posted in the Crane Detroit Business on October 2nd. No, don't send me notifications. Don't let me pull up the whole article. I think I got to be signed in. So Crane, you got to pay for it. I think it's like $180 for a year. But if you're in school, in college or whatever, which I still got my college ID, I don't think it's free, but it's severely discounted. Let me see. View all subscription options. All access $4.99 a year. That's probably including getting a printed copy too. I don't care about that. Digital is just fine. Premium print and digital. Only printed one I got is the one that I was in. That's the only one that matters to me. But yeah, they got a college one too. I just don't remember what it costs. I have to email them and find out. But I'll post this in the comments too. All right, so that's that article. That's not important. It was something I wanted to talk about with affordable housing that Duggan was talking about. I talked about the manufactured homes coming to the city. I already posted about that. They actually gonna give me a tour, so I'm very excited about that. So of course I will post that for y'all when that happens. Hopefully soon before it get cold. All right, Eastern Market, authentic. No. Oh yeah, this project I wanted to talk about too. So this is in Virginia Park, which is being gentrified, already been gentrified. No, no, all these damn pop-ups, bro. Let me see, share my screen. All right, so this article is about Virginia Park on West Euclid, which is like probably between, they probably talking about between Woodward and Linwood, I'm assuming. Blah blah blah. So they did 20 houses that they're making into affordable housing. This is from Detroit Housing for the Future Fund, whoever they are. So it's going to be 8 duplexes and 4 in a fourplex. So yeah, that's 20 units. So the duplex is 2. 2 times 8 is 16 plus 4. Yeah, that's 20. So they've been vacant for years. These units will provide quality, affordable housing to Detroit families in need. Each unit will be fully renovated with features like updated kitchens, laundry hookups, and basements. The home ranges from 1,000 to 1,200 square feet and will offer 2 bedrooms and 1 bath. Design that's small. Most of them flats over there 3 bedrooms, unless they turn one of them bedrooms into the laundry. I'm assuming. I like to see them. Rent prices will remain affordable for the next 11 years, ensuring long-term housing. Now, see, I wouldn't mind doing stuff like that, but how are they doing it? Somebody is footing this bill. If you foot this bill for me, I do that for all my properties. I don't care because they paying for the rehab and they're guaranteeing me rent for 11 years. I would do that. I'm gonna bookmark this because I need to find out about this. This I need free money. Blah blah blah. I'm skimming through the article, y'all. So Michigan is a part of this in the Gilbert Family Foundation. So I'm taking 2 classes right now. One is the BPI class I started Monday. So that's another reason why I'm about to be a little MIA to the end of the year. So that class is 6 weeks. And then I'm in Detroit Development Fund, which is all the way to next May. And we meet every other Thursday with homework assignments. But that is sponsored by the Gilbert Family Foundation, Invest Detroit, and some other people. Like they gave us an updated laptop and everything. Levino, which is a very good IBM processor for those who are nerds. But yeah, so this is cool. I gotta find out about this. I'm invested because I know y'all know, bro. I know y'all know. Any more questions before I blow this popsicle stand? So I put the article in the comments. Oh, what else? Hello, everyone. What up, though? What are your questions? I already answered that. Y'all got any more questions, comments, or concerns for me? I also did a couple podcast interviews last week, the last couple weeks, so those should be posting soon. Shout out to Dollface TV. I might be going on there soon. He even reached out to me. That's a different audience, but I don't care. I go. Let's see what else. Was another article. Was that it I want to talk to y'all about? I don't care about none of that. Oh, I did want to bring this up. So using AI, I know some people are against AI or automation. I like AI. So I've been using Opus clips. They are not paying me for this. I've been using them since like April. So all them clips from my YouTube shows and podcast interviews I've done on the page, AI is posting that, y'all. So it takes me like an hour to go through and do like a whole week of content. So I have it post from 12 to 6. I think I got to go and redo it because I think my week of content is almost up. So I chop this one up and post it on there too. It's like $20 a month. And it's another one I'm about to start using called Taja AI, like Kevin Garnett uses some other big YouTube people. Now this one is pretty dope, like Opus Clip, but a little. I think it's just specifically for YouTube. So when you upload your video on there, you mark it as unsolicited or unpublished or something, and then post a link in the Taja AI, and then they chop it up for you, and then do I think the timestamp, the AI and the analytics, and they do your thumbnail. But I don't know what that costs. But they did send me a referral link, so I'll let y'all know how that goes. So I'm excited. I'm all about technology. Any more questions, comments, or concerns? I think that was it for my what I really wanted to talk to y'all about, other than answering y'all questions. Let me see what else. Oh, so the Parker project, I turned it off. I had raised like almost 60,000-70,000, which I was cool with. But I gave her, we refunded everybody because I'm gonna wait till the spring if I don't partner with somebody who done reached out to partner with me on it. And the other reason I turned it off because it's about to get cold, and I would have need to start like by Thanksgiving to be done by Christmas with all the exterior work, and I don't see that happening. And I think that was it. $74 million for affordable housing. In Detroit got state funding. That's what I'm saying. Like it's too much money out here. And I gotta find out how to go get it. Cause I'm tired of using my own money and my own credit. I really, really am. Alright, if y'all ain't got nothing else, I'm about to blow this popsicle stand. Oh, everybody who sent donations, I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll give me some smoothies with that. Or I've been saving up to buy me a new MacBook Pro because I'm like this one's still holding on, but I can tell the camera quality is so much better since I got this little camera to clip on here. So that'll work for right now. But yeah, I think that new MacBook Pro though camera on point. But y'all got no more questions, comments, or concerns for me? I'm out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all learned something today. Again, a quick summary. We went over the BPI certification. We went over affordable housing. We went over Section 8 a little bit. Also upcoming events, church announcements again, Real Estate Thursday. Real Estate Fridays. We haven't done Thursdays in a couple years. Real Estate Fridays this month will be at the Detroit Pizza Bar, October 15th. The topic will be it's actually gonna be like a little networking meetup event. We're doing a real estate speed date working again. So I hope to see y'all there. Bring your business cards. If you up to date with technology, bring your QR code in the Hi Hello app or insert QR code app here. Bring a positive attitude. All we ask that you spend at least 10 to 15, $25 if you're feeling frisky, with the establishment because Detroit Pizza Bar does not charge us to have our events there. I think that's it. I think this is gonna be the last one. We might do a special one in November. We waiting to get confirmation from this banker. So if we do that one, it probably won't be the fourth Friday because I think that's around like holiday time. It'll probably be early November, like maybe the second or the third Friday. And I just move What Up Doe Fridays like the day before or something. But I think that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all learned something today. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe so y'all can stay up to date on all things Detroit. Deuces.